Alright, hey everyone, Wonderbot here, and welcome to Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. I thought this was going to come out at noon tomorrow, but I guess it came out at midnight tonight. And whatever their time estimation thing was off, and that's mean. I was about to go to bed, so I might be a bit sleepy, but that's fine, because usually these games are at least kind of passable in the first, couple hours. I'm going to get my butt kicked. So, anyway, let's see. Was I on options? No, new game. Alright, I think these are all fine. We'll see how it goes. I already went over the settings, so this is kind of meaningless.
In the closing years of the Sengoku era, Japan was consumed by perpetual conflict. The fires of war raged on, spreading deep into the mountains, to the land of Ashina.
Is the war finally over? General Tamura is no more!
Master swordsman Ashina staged a bloody coup and wrested control of the land.
What's the matter, Stray? Nothing left to lose? Well, would you look at that? Fascinating. Will you join me, starving wolf?
On that day, a young cub was taken from the battlefield. He trained relentlessly, and indeed, went on to become a master shinobi.
Listen, wolf. You must never forget the Shinobi Code. As your father, my word is absolute. Your master's is a close second. As of today, he is your master. Defend him with your life. If he is taken, bring him back at any cost. You understand me, don't you, wolf?
Some 20 years after Ishin's coup, the Ashina clan was on the brink of collapse. And the shinobi, known as Wolf, had lost everything. Both the man who took him in and the boy he had sworn to protect.
Shinobi, open your eyes. For the sake of your master.
Ornamental letter. A letter thrown into a well. Kuro's wolf, your destiny awaits you at the Moonview Tower. Escape from the well and find the tower bathed in moonlight. Even without a blade, you can still reach it. Stay vigilant. Be vigilant. I still have both of my arms. This is important to note. I can swim? You can swim in a From Software game. Revolutionary. 100%. Game of the year. Weird feeling. I don't know how to feel about this. Let's see. So if you haven't followed my channel, I'm a huge fan of Souls-like games and generally stuff that From Software makes. I like the Armored Core games, and I kind of hope we get another one at some point. Honestly, I'd love to play an Armored Core game that plays closer to a Souls-like just because. I only generally play them multiplayer, so this is going to be an interesting experience. I tried playing Bloodborne solo, but it just didn't take that well. Let's go the other way, though. There might be something interesting there. I don't know. But I'm going to try doing this. It might be kind of slow just because I don't really like redoing stuff. I'm a bit of a Care Bear casual. Let's be honest here. Like, when it comes down to it, I prefer games that can be beaten in X amount of hours and, you know, don't take too much upfront effort on my part. Which is weird because, like, the secondary genre that I really like playing are roguelikes, which tend to be kind of hard sometimes. And so, I don't know. Okay. Advance without being seen by crouching in bushes or moving under floors. You do not have a sword at the moment. Use stealth to avoid enemies and head for the Moonview Tower. If you're about to be seen, warning markers appear above enemies' heads.
That shinobi at the bottom of the well. We didn't shackle him, restrain him, nothing. That doesn't worry anybody?
Not at all. Not only is he unarmed, he has completely lost his will to live. Nothing but a coward. Unworthy of our concern.
That's a dumb decision. Somebody's going to get stabbed for that. Okay, so Wonder wants to play a video. I mean, it kind of varies. There are certain games that are like, I absolutely would just kind of play on cutscene mode if I could, depending on the game. I actually really want to play Ashura's Wrath at some point, but the gameplay is a complete turnoff, so it's like, It's really, I just want to experience. Oh.
The Moonview Tower door. You checked that it's locked, right? It's certainly locked, but nobody fixed that hole in the wall. That? Don't worry about it. The hole faces the edge of a cliff. No one could pass through it.
Nobody, you say? What about no ninja? A Demon X Machina is being done by some of the people who worked on Armored Core. Yeah, if I remember, they actually have a demo out. I should probably take a look at that at some point. Let's see, this one? Oh. There we go. And as usual, there's the bird poop along the edges of the ledge, so you know... so you know exactly where you can climb. Is this safe? I want to be here. Ah, I do. There we go. It's interesting, verticality in a From Software game. Like, this almost feels closer to... I don't actually know.
You did well to come here. It's been too long, Wolf.
I've come to free you, my lord.
Well then. Raise your head. Kusabimaru, your sword. My shinobi. In accordance with the bond of lord and retainer, you will pledge your life in my service.
As you command.
Kusabi Maru, a katana given by Kuro, the divine heir. An heirloom of the Hirata family, a cadet branch descended from Ashina. Once thought lost, it has found its way back in the hands of the wolf. The name Kusabi Maru beseeches, a shinobi's role is to kill, but even a shinobi must not forget mercy. The mantra of the blade itself may manifest.
Loyal Wolf, I see you are wounded. I have something that may help. It is a special gourd of medicinal waters. Use it to heal your wounds.
A gourd filled with vitality-restoring medicine. Resting refills the gourd. Made by an apprentice of the extraordinary Dr. Dogen. Though it is strange the gourd's medicinal waters refill automatically, the seeds within may hold the secret to how it works.
My lord.
Now then, were you gravely injured? Afterward?
After what?
Do you not remember that night?
I do not.
No. We'll talk about it later. Right now, we must escape Ashina Castle.
As you say.
There's a secret passage beneath the moat bridge that will take us out of the castle. Lord Ishin told me about it once. I ask you to find that secret passage. Once you find it, signal me with a reed whistle. You know, like you used to long ago. I will join you as soon as I hear it.
Okay, you can cycle through various quick items, Let's see, if taking damage, you can recover. So we got our Estus. Okay, the equipment menu allows you to change your currently equipped quick items. There are 5 slots available, So, it's Souls-like. Okay, well, I'm gonna wander around in here momentarily. Sometimes there's goodies. There it is. Pellet. Medicinal pellets that slowly restore vitality. Secret treatment passed down for generations in these lands. Records say it has been used in battles since times long gone, and lent to the famed resilience of the Ashina warriors. A pill case full of these pellets would also serve as a battle charm. Useful. And so that would be... Oh, shoot, what were they called? Life stones? Was life stones? Ah, man, I forget. It's been a while. Alright, so... I could open this like a fool. I probably should maybe take the other way around. A shinobi aims to break an opponent's posture. Attacking an enemy is one way to achieve this. When an enemy's posture breaks, he is vulnerable to a shinobi death blow. Attack after breaking posture, death blow. Okay. So I should probably learn how to fight people properly. Because that would be the smart thing to do. At the same time, I'm gonna stab everybody from behind. I wonder how many people you can straight up just assassinate in this game. I am a huge fan of Shadow Tactics and Blades of the Shogun, and I've always wanted to play like a proper 3D version of that. Origami kind of fit, but not that well. And this feels like a little bit better. Oh yeah, I probably should heal. I did actually take some damage. Oh. Deflection. Sometimes relentless attacks not enough to break an enemy's posture. Deflecting enemy attacks is another way to damage their posture. A master shinobi uses combinations of deflections and attacks to achieve swift victory. Okay, kind of get it. Let's see. We should probably sneak. Okay, lock on. By locking onto your target and keeping the enemy in front of you, find it much easier to attack, blah, blah, blah. Enough? I want to find foes. I want to just kind of look around and practice. I'm not very I'm gonna say I'm not very good at these games, but I think that's a lie. I'm decent at them. It's just a matter of practice, time, and patience. And I've never had some of those things in, like, high supply. Which is unfortunate, because, you know, I think I'd probably enjoy these more if I was a little bit more of a patient person. It's interesting that they're going with straight-up feudal Japan. I'm sure that there's going to be some interesting twists here. That add some level of, like, extra fantasy, I hope. Like, this game actually reminds me heavily of Neo. It's almost interesting to consider the possibility that From Software was like, hey, these people are trying to beat us in our own game with some weird Japanese, you know, Oni fighting game. Let's make our own. Kind of the reversal. Okay. So, we only have this guy. The other guy didn't notice us at all. Well, that's fine. Hello. I want to learn parries, so I'm going to try and use them. Okay. I like the takedowns. They look pretty... They look pretty rad. Okay, I might die here. But I really want to get good at the parries in this game. Oh, is that the guy that I just killed? Oopsie. I keep expecting more like kind of dickish traps and stuff. I wonder if this is going to be more pure combat. Probably not. I've yet to get ganked by any hollows around a corner. Oh. A counter slash can be performed immediately after deflecting an attack. This allows you to deal posture damage without giving the enemy time to recover. Okay. Well, that hurt. Let's try that again. I'd say I could use a healing pellet. Yeah, I could. I'm not really sure if I care. Oh, good. Now I'm full health. There we go. Yeah, I want to get good at that timing. Because if I get really good... If I get really good at that timing, I should be able to just, like, execute everyone. In kind of a frontal... Oh, I guess I'm just gonna kill this guy. This is pretty quick if you get used to it. It's just a matter of getting used to it. Hello? 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 Okay. There we go. Yeah, sometimes you have to bait them into a... You have to bait them into an attack. Well, this is going to be so much easier. Okay, so I've got my own stamina meter. Gotta work on the timing. There we go. So it looks like he's not dead yet. He's dying. Okay, death blow against strong enemies. Some powerful opponents require multiple death blows to be killed. The number of death blows required to kill an enemy is shown... Okay. That's easy enough. There we go. I like the system. Okay, so we know about pellets. I guess he just dropped one? Question mark? Let's keep looking around for a little bit more. There's got to be more to... Aha. Always more. Pistol of Ash. Ash gripped in a hardened clump. Throw an enemy to temporarily distract them. In Ashina, the snow falls thick, and thus the hearth runs thick with ash. Interesting. So we've got this whole side area here that I can kind of explore. Actually, we've got a couple of paths here. I'm gonna go open the door and take a look at it. From what I remember from some interviews, there's something that happens to the world the more you die. Yeah, I heard that as well. That worries me a little bit, just because of the challenge of these games. I'm trying to think of games that kind of do this, where it's like, you really have to do amazingly well to get the good ending. See the point to this slower section, so I guess I'm just going to ignore it. Oh, I could have hugged the wall. I guess jumping it works. Okay, so where do we go? Around? Didn't the Fable games do that? Fable games were more based on morality, not death. So, if you died a bunch in a Fable game, it never changed anything, from what I remember. What the smidge are you? Oh, God. Well, we found the fantasy creature. It was a gremlin hiding under the bridge. I don't think that was a billy goat, but it might be gruff. We'll see. Yeah, I know Divine Cybermancy would punish you. But you could get around that. Like, that was something that you could get around, but it sucked. I hit him over the other direction, but I don't know. Let's see. I don't know about falling damage. It looks like it could drop down. But I'm a little bit worried about the prospect. Go back up, because there was an item on the other side. Let's see if I can get back up and go from there. Dark Souls 2 decreases HP as well. The Dark Souls games always had a light penalty, but there's a difference between a light penalty and, like, a full penalty, like, oh, this was a point of no return. Good to know. I don't see a safe way to descend beyond this, so, alright, we're fine. Got one of those statues. That's actually the loading screen statue. I don't want to drop down to that, so let's check the door. Appears to be an escape route. Call the divine air with the reed whistle? I don't want it yet. There's more to find around here. More to explore, more to practice. And, like, oh. What the? Useful. These little horror lizards. All over the place. I was not expecting that. Okay. One thing I was going to say is it's interesting going from this game to... I guess I gotta jump up it. It's interesting going from Devil May Cry to this game. I don't feel like this is the right direction to go. Probably go the other way. Is this just a way up? Because there was an item, like, directly above me, but I have no idea how to get to it. I'm gonna look for a little bit more. I think I've killed everybody. I wanted to get a second opinion, double check. I don't know. Whatever, before I go. Not that it matters at all. I'm betting this game doesn't even open up until we've finished this level. But, you know, I don't know. It pays to be thorough, even if it doesn't pay well. It pays in pellets. Let's see. There actually no way to... Is there no way to get back up? I can just get back to this section and question mark? Yeah, because I swear there was an item on the other side over by that guy. I guess I could have dropped down, but it looks like whatever was there, I've missed it. And that's, I guess, okay. Yeah, there was that big door that I could have unlocked, too. Huh. You know, I almost bet we come back to this level at a later date. Get that kid some shoes.
Wolf, you found it. Now let us leave this place.
Yes, my lord.
The faces especially. Devil May Cry, they
To
look
think
lovely.
that this is the only way. To run from the fated bloodline is the only answer.
Like, these people look so creepy in comparison to the Devil May Cry faces. Like, okay, maybe Wolf looks alright, but like, man, games just suck at making children. Like, they just look creepy mannequin-y. I don't like it.
Where shall we go once we're away from the castle? I suppose the first thing we should do is cross the Ashina border. Or perhaps we should hide somewhere. What do you think?
Whatever you desire,
Whatever I desire? That's the wolf I know.
my lord.
Oh, nothing. I was just reminiscing. Onward, then.
Because, like, I know Last of Us did a really good job with Ellie, and then God of War's boy looked pretty good. He looked a little odd, but he didn't look terrible. Uh-oh. I've seen this in Metal Gear Solid. I know where this ends.
The divine heir. Last we stood together was your uncle's funeral.
Lord Genichiro. Thank you.
Leave this to me.
So the noble Shinobi stands in our way. You face Genichiro Ashina.
Okay. Gotta watch out for that a bit. I'm trying to get a deflection, but it's tough. It is really tough. Ow. Okay, I don't know what those symbols mean. Ow, and I'm dead. Well.
Is that all the Shinobi has to offer? The divine heir will be coming with me.
Is that a mask or is that person's face? Stupid cutscene losses. Well, I guess I lost the fight anyway. What's those creepy statues again?
is this?
So you're awake. Looks like death is not your fate. Just yet.
Shinobi Prosthetic. The artificial arm of a shinobi passed down by the sculptor. A replica of a human arm fitted with a variety of mechanisms, apparently designed with modification in mind. While it bears a number of cuts and is stained thick with blood and oil, it has been impeccably maintained. So I think that fight was actually, like, beatable. Oh, read online that you can actually win the battle. A shuriken will hit you, and then Genshiro cuts your arm off. Yeah, I think the only unwinnable fight in any of the Souls games or Souls-like games I've ever heard of was the first Seath fight is actually unwinnable. All of the other Souls-like fights, you know, the intro fights, whatever, are actually beatable. You can beat the Asylum Demon with whatever crappy weapon you get before you even start, or if you just start with black fire bombs, you wreck them. I know whatever the Asylum Demon analog in Demon Souls was also beatable, but very, very difficult. I actually did decently well, from what I remember, but not, like, that well. And, I don't know. It's cool, though.
What do you call yourself? Your eyes. The eyes of a wolf who has failed in his duties. Or so it seems to me.
That is not your concern.
Spoken like a true shinobi. I must carve the Buddha. You do what you will.
Ask how you got here.
Why am I here?
Oh.
All I did was drag you here. Didn't even know if I was dragging a corpse. Couldn't let you get eaten by a pack of wild dogs.
How long was I asleep?
Some time has passed since I found you.
I see.
However, your master yet lives. He's being held prisoner in Ashina Castle. They will soon make use of his bloodline. Looking at you, I'm sure you appreciate the value it has.
My left arm. What did you do to me?
That is what I call the Shinobi Prosthetic. A fitting fang for a one-armed wolf. Useless when it comes to carving Buddha, though. You can have it.
Shinobi Prosthetic.
It is no mere replacement for your lost arm. Come to me if you find any shinobi tools.
Shinobi tools. I see. For this device.
You catch on quick. If you bring me shinobi tools, I'll find a way to fit them to the Shinobi Prosthetic. Then you'll come to appreciate its worth. I've said too much. Go now.
What did you mean when you said they'll make use of his bloodline?
I don't know much about him, except the dragon's heritage. There's a special kind of blood by that name, and that blood runs through your master's veins.
So the divine heir.
Someone's after him. Might be that the strange things happening to your body have something to do with that. You're quite the strange one, yet other peculiar visitors have come to this temple. There's one in the clearing to the right of the gate leading off the temple grounds. Two strangers in strange circumstances. You two might get along. You see the kind-faced Buddha there? That isn't one of mine. It was carved by the true sculptor. When a man must confront what is inside of him, it can probably be of help.
Confront what is inside him?
Anger, sadness, or perhaps old memories of times long gone. That kind of thing.
So did we rest? Yeah, we rested the glowy one. What else do we have around here? Goodies? I'm always hunting for goodies in nooks. Goodies and nooks? Less nooks. Light coin purse. A purse filled with a small amount of sen. Can be used to acquire the sen inside. Has somewhat satisfying weight to it. The sen in this purse is not lost upon death. Yep. Pretty Souls-like. I like the genre. I realize that it's just an action RPG under a different name with kind of specific limitations, but like, I don't know. I've always found it kind of charming. Okay, Sculptor's Idol serves as checkpoint and can be found throughout Ashina. Resting at a Sculptor's Idol will completely replenish vitality and restore one's use of resurrection. Additionally, quick items and spirit emblems in storage will be added to your current inventory. With some exceptions, resting also revives defeated enemies. Okay, so with various upgrades we can do things. I don't actually think we need to rest there. Looks like there's a cave or a hole over here, so I should check this out. I don't know what we've got inside. Creepy looking. Sealed from other side. Alright, well, never mind. Go in a different direction. I will say, I think this is the prettiest of the From Software games I've seen. I'm not a big fan of them visually, but I think this one's pretty good. Ah, close call with Bloodborne, though. That's a toughie. I don't know which I like more.
Never seen you before. Your name? Won't tell me. But you do have the look of a skilled shinobi. A shinobi. Or perhaps... Sir, please heed my humble request. Face me in battle. Damn. Still alive.
Low?
That swordsmanship. It was a thing to behold. Few have managed to kill me in such a thorough manner.
What are you?
Some call it undying. Others, infested. I can't die, so I just am. How about you? What brings you to a rundown temple like this? Seems you have a lot on your mind. Say, why don't you use me for some sword practice? Might come in handy for whatever your mission is. A warm body that can't die might prove useful to you. I volunteer mine. Well?
Sure.
Very well.
Right then. Let's go. They say, swinging one sword is a cure for boredom.
So, train in the fundamentals of combat. Attacks, deflect, step dodge.
In that case, I stand as your opponent.
Step dodge allows you to avoid attacks. Dodging won't compromise enemy posture, but may help avoid damage. Evade enemy attacks and attack to perform 3 death blows. Oh, step dodge is a different thing entirely. Okay. So
Face me again.
A and... Oh, that's a different one. To stay down after being knocked to the ground surely means death. Safely roll to quickly recover from being knocked down or posture broken. Okay. That didn't work. I see. Oh, it probably wants me to... It probably wants me to use...
What's wrong?
A as well. Okay. There we go. So I just have to do this 3 times. Okay. I didn't know if it needed me to practice some of these. Problem is distance clearing is a bit on the tough side of things. I'm not sure how he hit me with that, but that's okay. Are we good?
Excellent. I expected no less of you.
And the movement is similar.
Have
Okay.
you noticed? This temple attracts those with nowhere else to go. I certainly fit that description. And I suppose that's why interesting things make their way into the offering box from time to time. This temple attracts those with I certainly fit, and I suppose interesting things.
Okay.
Come back whenever you like. If you have techniques to try out, I'm at your disposal.
Yeah, the voice acting is real good. Items that become unavailable elsewhere end up in the offering box. When the box is illuminated, it means an item's found its way inside. Items can be obtained by inspecting the box and offering money. Interesting. So, unlike Dark Souls, it looks like there might be potential, like, progress gating and stuff. Curious how much of an issue that's going to be for me. Hopefully not that much of an issue at all. Grappling Hook. The Shinobi Prosthetic's grappling hook allows access to normally unreachable places, and a chance to take the high ground. Nearby grappling points are designated with a circular symbol. When the circle turns green, we can grapple. And I know it's going to be a massive, massive tease to get that grappling hook, and then more or less end the episode, but I gotta do what I gotta do. So, I will see you guys on the next episode of Sekiro. I don't know, I really like this game. It's going to kick my ass 7 ways to Tuesday. But it seems a little bit, maybe more my speed than Bloodborne was, but maybe that's just because I've only been playing a little bit and it seems a little bit more approachable. I'm sure I'm going to eat those words after the 5th boss fight, and I'm going to be weeping by the 10th. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I'm looking forward to this. It's interesting playing a From Software game solo again. And I'm looking forward to maybe trying to... I really want to master that parry system, but it's so hard. Like, perfect parries are really tough to pull off. But I think if I can master that, I'll master the game and maybe not get my butt kicked. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, like I was saying, see you guys on the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.